in case they don't know what's going on with this salsa movement that the instrument you just played.
Well, this is cheating. This is the new generation.
Okay.
The Tambaro, you have most drummers vary as for the equipment. The original Afro-Congo drums,
okay,
changing from Africa to Cuba, shape, size, dimensions, but the entire purpose was still the same,
okay,
as the sound that it achieved. World tones and tunes and rhythms,
right,
that come from each pattern, actually from different continents, different parts of the world.
Well, tell the Real Talk viewers a little bit about yourself. First, tell who you are and where you're from.
My name is Robert Everett Kelsaw.
Okay.
I grew up in the Richmond area, but I've been fortunate enough to travel.
Yes.
I have a large family.
Yes, you do. Talented too.
All music oriented.
Yes.
So I've had great exposure, the opportunity to have that exposure to music, which brings about and create diversity,
right,
which is helpful in growth and understanding as for therapeutic,
yes,
as for personal growth. And I lived in, before I moved back to Richmond, I lived in Carolina, not Carolina. North Carolina, some people got it confused with Puerto Rico, but I've had an opportunity to travel a lot,
okay,
and listen to a lot of music and meet some wonderful people. I'm fortunate to be able to give this and share this. I'd like to appreciate Mr. Rodriguez there.
Thank you, sir.
yes,
That when I met through another mutual friend who's not here, Stephen Green,
yes, Stephen Green,
when
yes.
they were participating for a Christmas, for Paranda, for the holiday.
Okay.
And I knew right off the bat, well, I have to participate.
Yes.
Because it was a drive and donation and understanding charitable for children.
Children, okay.
So it meant a lot, and through the time and period of everyone I met, I like to say it's like La Familia,
La
family.
Familia, yes.
And I respect and appreciate each one of us here, because we all have a story
Yes,
which talks about overcoming obstacles,
yes,
hurdles, but giving and finding fulfillment
yes.
in what we do. And I enjoy that. And salsa be the sauce of it all. And pour
Spread it on.
Yeah.
So, since you did that great introduction of your family, let's introduce you to the beautiful DJ Yvette from Memrise. How you doing, dear? Welcome to Real Talk.
Hello, Monica, and thank you for having all of us today. Just to piggyback on what Everett said,
Yes.
with the drum being, the drum is our heartbeat.
Yes.
And when we think about salsa, and you can feel the energy when Angel and Christina,
Yes.
and when we're dancing, you can feel the energy, and it's a healing energy.
Yes.
And it brings so many people together. And we've called ourselves a family, if you will.
Family, yes.
An extended family in the salsa community.
So tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. We met yesterday.
We did.
And you're from Pennsylvania.
I am originally from Philadelphia by way of Nairobi, Kenya, where I
Yes.
spent time, and Lusaka, Zambia as a child, all of which really prepared me for where I am today,
Yes.
understanding the Latin Afro rudiment of the salsa. So me and I have a partner here, Angel, who's involved in many things.
Yes.
But he is one of the partners that's part of Kapiku, which is an organization now that has been in existence since 2014,
Okay.
where we promo mainly local artists, and we continue to promote salsa within the Richmond community.
All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved with this salsa movement? Because you was in the school system, was that correct?
I was in another county, in Prince William County.
Yes.
I was actually sat on a school board for many years, an elected school board, and participated heavily with the families there. Whatever the need was, we felt that we needed to address it, mostly in the Latino community, whether it was with immigration or whether it was just learning the English language in an environment that was comfortable for them. And so that's really how I got started with the grassroots effort for Latinos in the Northern Virginia and Virginia area. Now, I'm originally from Philadelphia.
Yes.
In Philadelphia, you have every part of the culture, of the Latino culture, mainly Puerto Rico.
Right.
And so I have been listening to salsa.
Yes.
For many years through via East and Central Africa.
Yes.
You can hear a lot of the rudiment, the African rudiment in the salsa music. And so I grew up listening to Congolese. I still listen to Congolese, but if I listen to bachata, I also hear the rudiment there. If I listen to salsa, I also hear, and my mother played salsa every morning on Saturdays. And so I just remember having Sunday dinners where we'd go in the community and have dinner with our friends, play dominoes and listen to salsa. And I didn't dance as well then.
Yeah.
Coming to Richmond has helped me to meet more people and establish, as I said again, a family through dance.
Yes.
One of the things that we do with Capicu is the promotion of salsa as a wellness, fitness and wellness.
Yes, and we was at the, here in DMV, you had a wellness program and where you had teaching fitness and trying to incorporate in that in corporate.
Absolutely.
Corporate companies.
Absolutely, and it was wonderful. It was a wonderful opportunity. Folks actually felt like they were dancing, because they were, as opposed to exercising, but they were also exercising, and they appreciated it, and we appreciated having the opportunity to do that. And thank you for coming.
Thank you. Well, we got to say, what is it, Brenda, wasn't it?
Brenda,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, Brenda, she orchestrated everything and that beautiful salsa license tag.
Yes, 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 yes.
Now, the man of the hour, dancing machine, salsa guy, Angel. Welcome to Real Talk. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself in the Richmond area, if in case somebody tune in.
My name is Angel Alberto Rodriguez Serrano, and you can call me Angel Alberto Rodriguez Serrano.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Now, I know you're gonna remember that. I always use this when I'm teaching a class.
Yes.
So you think of heaven and hell, Angel, that's the pronunciation of my name.
Okay.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Manhattan, and at an early age I went to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And when I went to Puerto Rico, believe it or not, the first thing I learned to do was break dancing.
Oh, wow.
Don't ask me to do that because I'll break if I try. So, having said that, no, I'm not going to do that. Having said that, I got involved in dancing at a very early age. At the age of 13, I started dancing, and I did Puerto Rican folk dancing and all sorts of stuff. It wasn't until my late 20s that I really got involved in salsa dancing.
Okay.
And I took ballroom lesson. I'm actually a ballroom instructor and a Latin instructor. And the style that I teach of salsa, there's different styles.
Right.
Some people call, the styles are either West Coast style, New York style, some people call it Puerto Rican style. The style of dancing depends on the beat of the music you're listening and how you start your feet or whatever. The type of dancing I do is on the first beat of the music.
Right.
Having said that, here in Richmond, we're fortunate enough that people here that are involved in the salsa scene dance on one, on two, and the dancing here varies from social dancing all the way to performance.
Right.
There's the dancing and the quality of dancers here is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that has to do a lot with the fact that we're close to Washington.
Yes.
And to New York. And what happens is a lot of the instructors from New York either come here or go to Washington. So there's a lot of exchange of the styles of dancing, so forth and so on. I teach at Tanguero's Dance Studio, which is Midlothian Turnpike on the south side. I teach on Wednesdays, and right now I'm concentrating on Salsa Casino Rueda.
Okay.
And the best way to describe that is
Yes.
Salsa square dancing.
Yes. Okay.
Long explanation.
Yeah,
Salsa
we're gonna
square
see
dancing.
that in a few minutes. Yeah.
It's a Cuban type dance, and
Okay.
the way that came about is because in this business of dancing, there's always a lot more women than there are men.
Yes.
It's always that way. So the rueda is done so the gentlemen and the ladies have an opportunity to dance. So
Okay.
if there's a couple, a lady will stand in the middle, and everybody gets to dance with everybody. And later on, we'll be doing a little demo
Yes.
with 4 of us in rueda. You also concentrate on the social part of salsa.
Right.
The lead and follow,
Okay.
meaning I take a lot of pride in teaching the gentleman how to interpret the music and have the lady follow what he wants the lady to do. Because in this dancing business, it takes 2 to tango, and the person in charge of the dance is the gentleman. The lady's job is to follow the guy, and that's not an easy concept.
Yeah.
My wife actually explains it as the ladies have to surrender, and all the ladies have a problem with that. But having said that, after you go through practice and training, the gentleman gets to understand how to communicate with the lady non-verbally. Instead of saying, do a crossbody with an underarm turn and then we'll do a crossover, you actually can do that by the applying pressure, releasing pressure, and leading the arms. And the ladies feel that pressure and the release of pressure, and they know where to go.
Okay.
So a good leader, a good gentleman can get any lady that has not danced before, and as long as that lady surrenders and relaxes, she can look like $1 million.
Oh wow.
So that's what I try to do when I'm teaching. Having said that, in
Okay.
the Richmond areas, there's a lot of good instructors.
Yes, it is.
And I
yes.
wanna highlight a couple of them. And
Okay.
I can tell you right now that, for example, Clara Toro, which is Salsa for Life, does
Okay.
a phenomenal job.
Okay.
And I think we'll be talking about dance places and
Yes,
whatever.
yes,
And she
we wanna
has
talk
a
about the
very,
nightlife,
very
yes.
good active salsa scene. There's also Julissa that has Latin Vintage.
Okay.
When they teach over there. And then we have Crystal who teaches in Petersburg, and she
Okay.
does a lot of good salsa as well. So there's a lot of things going on in the salsa scene, because there is a community of salsa that gives an opportunity to go to different venues and dance. And
Okay.
basically here in Richmond, almost every night of the week, there's an opportunity for people to dance. And I advise people that want to get involved into salsa dancing that they go to these dances, because normally before the dance there's a little lesson,
Right.
and that gives a person a taste the salsa thingy.
Yes.
And if they feel happy with what they're doing, then they can find out more information and take lessons.
So I wonder, how can we, Angel, to get this gap? Because even to get these guys involved, because we see all these ladies that ain't have nothing to do on a Tuesday night, Wednesday. Come on, guys, let's find what's going on. Because it's not, you got 2 left feet. And you can,
It
and
doesn't
Angel
matter.
can-
2 left feet's not a problem. My specialty is 2 left feet.
Yeah.
And I'm going to promo myself.
Yeah.
You can go to salsaguyrichmond.com.
Yes.
salsaguyrichmond.com. I have a calendar there. And in that calendar, I have the different, obviously my events, but events that I recommend in the area.
Okay.
So if you check on the calendars, you'll be able to see that. And there's also information regarding music to practice if you wanna do salsa. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for
Yes.
that.
How you doing, guys? Thank you, guys, for that quick intermission, guys. That is wonderful, and I'm so glad, guys, that you are listening in to me, Real Talk with Monica, live on Comcast. And guess what, guys? If you want any more information, please contact here at 804-915-5202. If you want more information on the Salsa Guy, DJ Yvette Ramirez. And also, if you want to know what's going on, we're going to talk in a few minutes about what's the nightlife here in Richmond, Virginia for the salsa. So, guys, guess what? So I'm going to introduce one of some of the dancers that came in that was doing that wonderful dancing with Angel and his group. So our first person we want to talk to is Dennis. Welcome to Real Talk.
Thank you.
So how you been doing, Dennis?
I've been doing fine.
Okay. So how long you been doing dancing?
Well, I've been dancing salsa for about 2 years.
Okay.
And the way I got started was my coworker, Angel, taught a class during lunch.
Oh, wow.
And I've been dancing ever since. And it's a lot of fun. And it's good exercise.
Okay.
And I do go to most of the places in Richmond.
Okay.
The only difference between me and some of the other dancers is I try to dance every song.
Oh, wow.
I don't spend time at the bar.
Okay.
I don't do a whole lot of conversation.
Okay.
but I spend most of my time on the dance floor.
Oh, wow.
In fact, when people look for me, because we are a very tight-knit group.
Okay.
When people look for me, they'll see me at the beginning,
Okay.
and they'll see me at the end.
Is you the only man in there other than you and that?
No, it's other men there. It's just that
Yeah.
I just choose to dance for every woman in there.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, that is great. So, so what made you, you could have did any other form of dancing and you just fell in love with it just instantly like that?
Well, once you start dancing salsa, it's sort of like addictive.
Okay.
And you want more of it. When I first learned how to dance, and Angel's a great teacher,
Okay.
I would go out every night.
Okay.
Because in Richmond, at that time, you could go out every night.
Okay.
I did it for like 6 months.
Okay.
And it gave me a whole lot of confidence in myself, and it gave me a lot of experience that I need. I was still dancing with Angel on Wednesdays,
Okay.
but I was getting that additional experience I needed, just feeling comfortable being the lead.
Okay.
Because our job is to make the woman look good.
Oh, wow.
So we have a big task ahead of us when we ask a woman to dance.
Okay. So let's pass it to the beautiful June Dixon that
Thank you
started
very
everything
much.
off to have these beautiful guests come on. Welcome to Real Talk, June.
Thank you.
So how it is to get this beautiful, phenomenal group of people together? Seems like you just the worker bee of the group.
Taking past experience to heart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just such a wonderful family.
Mm-hmm.
You just are welcomed almost from the very beginning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how long you in the Richmond area? You've been here?
I've been here for quite a while.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Alexandria,
Oh,
lived
wow.
in North Carolina for a while,
Okay.
and had a life change and decided it was time to start dancing again because
Oh, wow.
I had 10 years of dance lessons when I was little, tap, jazz, ballet, a year on toe.
Okay.
Did cotillion in high school, ballroom dancing, loved it, hadn't been in years. Tried regular dancing.
Right.
Have a couple of favorite bands that I'll still go out when they play, but it's not the same when you step onto the salsa floor and it's social dancing
Right.
and it's just incredible.
I can tell you when I was looking through some of your Facebook pictures, so just to get an essence of you, and you just had that dancer pose, that movement, you know, just that graceful flow.
Well, thank you. My statement is that on the dance floor, I feel alive.
Yes.
And it's the truth, especially when the drums play.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, no offense, guys, there are a couple of songs that I just really want to dance to. It's really a lot of fun.
So, what would you say that you see salsa? Is it it's like, is you thinking it's getting resurgent? Because I was talking to Rob about this, and he said that it's like it started up and then it picked down and now it's coming back up again. You feel that?
I know there have been people that have been doing this for 20 plus years, and thank you to all of you,
Yes.
because you've left a legacy that we're here today. The resurgence, it is wonderful to see new dancers.
Yes.
I mean, there are a couple of instructors who do 4-week lessons,
Okay.
and to see month after month a whole new class of new dancers coming out. And I just finished my master's degree, and so I was off the dance floor for probably a good 6 months.
Wow.
Only able to come every now and then as a mental break. And there's so many new faces. It's wonderful.
Wow. So let's get back to the lady of the hour again. So how did you get to form this partnership with June? Because me and you was talking yesterday about how June, y'all was going to July, y'all going to Puerto Rico.
That's right.
Yes, to the Congress, what is it?
It's Salsa Mundial, the Congress.
Okay.
And actually, all of us attended.
Yes, all of us, yes, that's what I want to say. We're going to
And
yeah.
it was a wonderful experience. It's rare that you travel with people and you
Yes.
all get along.
Yeah.
This was a phenomenal trip, and Angel and also his wife and managed to get us all in one spot. So that,
And y'all had fun.
And we
Y'all
had
like
fun.
17, 18 years ago.
we had a good time. And but I'm going to tell you, really, I'm the newbie. compared
wow.
to everybody
Yes.
here in Richmond.
Yes.
These aren't, no, not dancing. I'm the newbie in
Okay.
Richmond.
Okay,
Because
you're the
these
newbie.
folk have adopted me.
They adopted you.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Let me tell you,
okay.
the salsa family
Yes.
is an opportunity to actually meet people
Yes.
that have a like interest
Yes.
to dance. Dennis is right. It's not that we don't want to talk or we don't like talking. When we go, we're going there to dance.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking forward to do. And we talk later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring this beautiful lady, Christina.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm actually one of those left-footed people that he taught how to dance. So I have very much respect for Angel.
Yes.
He is a wonderful teacher. So does it? Okay. So that is how I got started 3 years ago
Okay.
with dancing.
And we talked a little bit before you got on camera. You had went through an illness. Is that correct?
I did. I had breast cancer in 2013. Let me back up. In 2011, I was
Okay.
diagnosed with breast cancer. Went through surgery,
Right.
treatment, the whole 9 yards, reconstructive surgery, and met the Pink Tie Gala.
Okay.
And she was at an event, and she said, "You need to dance at my Pink Tie Gala." And I was like, "Okay, Susan, sure. I have 2 left feet, but sure, whatever you say, I'll give it a try." So she got me involved, and they start off. You go and take a couple of dance lessons, and then you get an instructor for 10 weeks, and you have to learn this dance.
Right.
So, like, as courageous as I am, I thought, oh, salsa, it can't be that hard. I always wanted to learn it. And Angel was my instructor. So after a grueling 10 weeks, we performed this in front of 600 people at the
Wow.
Pink Tie Gala. And after that, I was like, okay, now I need to know what the technique actually
Yes.
is, because I was just kind of thrown into it. And he was kind enough to teach me the actual technique of the dance, and then other cha-cha and
Right.
bachata and merengue and everything. So, and I was hook, line, sinker. It's
The 2 left feet now is dancing machines.
yes, the 2 left feet have rightened themselves. So
Yes.
yes, absolutely, and I love it. It
Yes.
is great exercise. We practice and we teach.
Right.
I go out dancing, and
Okay.
it's a great exercise for me. I lost 30 pounds, 6
Wow.
clothes sizes, so I really definitely.
Did you let me ask you a question? When you say that, do you feel a sense of empowerment as well? That you conquered that, and now you didn't conquer an illness, and now you feel that you're on the go. And that's what I
Yes.
think people need to know about salsa, that you can have that empowerment. It's almost like, like you're structured and a man taking over you, and then you're like, okay, and then you can have a grace of owning it.
Yes, it is. It is very much an empowerment, and like Yvette says, and Kapiku is on the right path with
Yes.
the wellness part and the
Right.
fitness part of salsa or dancing in general. It is just phenomenal. When you hit the dance floor, whatever thing you had at work, whatever stresses you had, they're gone.
They're gone.
They are gone.
Yes.
And you don't think about them until you drive home and you're like, darn, I gotta go home, I gotta go to sleep because I gotta get up tomorrow morning.
Yes. So let me go back to now you, Dennis. So how do you feel just being here and just being on TV and just showing your expression of the love of this dance? Do you feel like you ever think that you can be on TV actually talking and dancing, laughing, what is going
Well, we all are like salsa ambassadors.
Yes.
Wherever we go, especially when we do salsa rata, like the salsa square dance,
Yes.
it's a showstopper.
Yes, it is.
Everybody else is on the dance floor, but when we start doing salsa rata, people stop and they look and they think, that looks easy.
Yes.
But we just did something the other night at Neptune's restaurant.
Yes, shout out to Neptune's. I know I met the owner. She's a big fan of Real Talk.
yes.
She's a beautiful lady. Oh yes, she used to be a model too. Yes,
And,
yes,
and
she's
what's
really nice.
what's funny is we did a demo.
Okay.
And it was only four or six of us,
Mm-hmm.
and of course we've been doing this so long that we're synchronized and we know
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's just thinking, oh, I can do that, I can do that. But when the actual demo stopped, and we invited everybody else to join in, they saw that it wasn't as easy.
Yes.
You know, because when you're switching partners, you know, there's something called dame, but there's a dame dos, where you skip the next person, go to the person on the other side.
Okay.
So in doing that, you have to know that you have to move quick enough to pick
Okay.
the other person up.
To pick the other person up. Okay.
So it's a lot involved in it, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I think it's on the rise where people just want to learn how to do this salsa square dancing.
Okay, cool. You know, I just had a brilliant idea. Maybe we can bring Angel back here, and then he can just show the technique, like a different step, and then like actually show how y'all movement is, what type of
Right.
dance, so we can ease some of the viewers. And if they seeing how like a 1, 2, 3, 4 step, you know, and then
Right.
kind of orchestrate exactly what y'all doing, so our viewers will know.
Okay.
How about that? Does it sound exciting?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Angel, come on back. Okay. And who you want to get back on? Let's see, Dennis, and you want to do Jim? And then we can go over.
No song.
No song. No song.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's work on the technique here for a second.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Okay.
Let me say a couple of things about salsa. A lot of people associate salsa with Puerto Rico, and actually salsa was born in New York. It's
Okay.
not because I was born in New York, it had nothing to do with that. But it was a lot of the musicians that were Puerto Rican and of other backgrounds were the ones that actually brought this to life in the 70s through Fania, and this is the short version of this. So Puerto Rico's been adopted salsa, and the singers and most of the musicians are Puerto Rican. But salsa right now is danced in Russia, Germany, and everywhere.
Okay.
A couple of things I'm going to explain about the technique.
Okay.
First of all, you got a left foot and a right foot. As long as you got that squared away, just lift one, lift the other. If you forget which is which, just ask the person next to you. But what you want to do is to make sure that when you step, the left foot is always going to go forward, and the right foot is always going to go back. Meaning left, left, right, right. And if you get a little bit into the weed of this, the first step for the lady is back. So the lady steps back with the right foot, and the reason the lady steps back with the right foot is because the lady is always right. I know, it's a corny joke, but you know, it's easy when you remember.
Yeah.
So you start with the right
Yeah.
and left. So what happens is she creates the space for me to
Okay.
step, and I create the space for her to step. And all this is walking. Dancing is just another way of walking. Some people may say it isn't, as far as I'm concerned, it is. So when you're dancing, there's several points of contact. Right now, we're dancing as what's known as a closed position through handhold. If we let go, this is the open position. And from here, you do essentially sort of fancy footwork, so forth and so on. Now, if we go to the closed position will be like something. If Dennis, you could come here so I can
Yes.
explain this.
Yes.
In this closed position, this is very technical, it's very easy. There's 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, and this connection over here, number 4. So what happens is through this connection right here, the gentleman can direct the lady. Now notice the guy's hand is on the lady's shoulder bone. It's not on the ribs, and it's not lower than that. If it's on the ribs, what the gentleman tends to do that when you ask the lady to move, it hurts. Now, if it's lower than that, you better know the lady, but I'm going to get into that. So the lady comes around in the form of a hug. The lady normally keeps a pressure here and pressure over here against the gentleman's hand. And it's the applying and releasing of the pressure that actually tells the lady when to move. So when Dennis takes that first step forward and he brings his upper body forward, the partner, the lady just goes back. That's a normal reaction. And when he brings his upper body back and steps back, the lady steps forward. And that's how you start doing the big 6-step. So you step, 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 step. Now in the stepping, there's 8 counts, and if I'm going too fast, let me know.
No, you're fine.
There's 8 counts, and you hold beats in those counts. So if you like to count or you like to keep the quicks and the slows, I'll explain this. There's 8 beats, so the first beat is going to be on the first step. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what happens is on beat 4 you hold, and beat 8 you hold, which makes it a long beat. So it would be like so. When you step, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 7. And if you're like me that have a problem with numbers, you do the quick, slow version, and this is the way it would look. Quick, slow, quick, slow, quick, slow. And if you don't get that, the easiest way is step and hold, step and hold, step and hold. And if you have a problem with that, then give me a call or give me a phone number later. Okay? Questions? No? Very good. So from this point, this is applicable to any dance you do. The step is different. This is a salsa step. Now, if I would have asked Dennis to do a merengue step with Christina, the step would be a stationary step or a marching step. Give it a shot. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. And that's merengue. If you notice, the hold is exactly the same. So now, when you go out dancing, as long as you learn the hold for the salsa, the merengue is the same. So if I ask them to stop and perform another dance, which is a dance that's very popular in the clubs as well, which is bachata, Dennis would then go move to his left, leg to the right. Tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. And this is a stepping dance both to the left and to the right in 4 counts. And 1, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3, step. When I teach a class, I always like to remind people when I was a kid, I used to watch Soul Train. And everybody used to have 2 lines, and people used to go, I like to put on my boogie shoes. I'm sorry. But anyway, the step is exactly the same. And notice that in bachata, the same step that you stop, you start. Tap, start, stop, start, that's same thing. Okay? And that's basically the basic steps for both salsa, merengue, and bachata. And if you notice, the whole are exactly the same.
Que te cantaré con vida, aunque te hable no me importa, voy a ser el pobre todavía mi vida.
Tu passaste a ser obsessão pra mim, é maravilhoso amar, é uma maravilha estar enamorado. Escuta minha história morena, te encontrar foi pra mim um sonho. No meu combate pela vida, perdi a noção das coisas simples. É grandioso estar enamorado. Se tu a menos fizesses me amar, seria pra mim um paraíso. Mesmo imaginário, é maravilhoso estar enamorado. Linda morena, escuta esta canção. Esta canção, história de minha vida, retrata o percurso dos meus passos. É maravilhoso amar, é uma maravilha estar enamorado. Seria pra mim um paraíso, mesmo imaginário, é maravilhoso estar enamorado. Escuta minha história morena, nos meus sonhos só te vejo a ti. Tu passaste a ser obsessão pra mim, é maravilhoso amar.